Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to this cloudy 57-degree Tuesday, the 10th of September. Don't know what it's supposed to be today, but it's kind of looking like it's going to be cloudy. I knew sometime this week it was supposed to rain. But it's crazy, that kind of fall feeling, that kind of cloudy and cool and quiet. It's kind of nice every once in a while, but every once in a while. Can't get too happy about it now because it's about to turn this way and stay this way, except for a whole lot wetter. But we get them nice spells in there. It's not all bad. And the snow comes, and that's always fun, unless you're stuck somewhere and you're having to drive through it. But anyway, let's roll on to work. Y'all come on along. 64 and mostly cloudy. There's actually like a 35% chance of rain at the moment.
I know.
I didn't realize it, but it was 55 at the house. And as we're going along, it kept dropping down. Then 50, 45. Now it's a 35. But it's supposed to be just mostly cloudy.
Yeah, just cloudy days.
Slight chance of rain.
Tomorrow's rain.
Tomorrow is definitely going to be a wet one. Oh, Mama?
Yes, I hope.
Looks like another quiet day here. It's literally employees here, it looks like.
Yeah.
All right, Mom.
All right, Paul.
Get in there and earn our keep.
All right.
All right. Have yourself a wonderful Tuesday.
You too.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye now.
Bye.
All right. So, beat myself to death over this thing. Gone through all the tests. Checked the SAS steering angle sensor bushing, and there's also bushings in this, I guess it would be a Pitman arm. The 2022s, those are all updated. I told you guys that before. And so yeah, I went through all of you gotta take a bunch of this apart to get all that out, because the screws on the steering angle sensor, I don't know if you can see it, are so long that they hit this plastic. So you gotta take the radiator loose and pull a bunch of stuff loose to get it out of there. I went through and double checked his yaw rate sensor, which is sitting, you can see it's sitting right there. That's the back of it. The coupler's on the front. That's your yaw rate sensor, or YRS, as BMW calls it. Steering angle sensor, which is SAS, BRP calls it. But yeah, everything is coming out perfect. There's some line tests for the yaw rate sensor. It passes everything. Everything passes everything. So anyway, I sent a case file into BRP to get their thoughts on this and what they think's going on here. Now, there's a TST that goes all the way back to, I think it's 2019. It's an old one. And we found some that, this was loose, and the coupler between the Pitman arm, I guess, for lack of better terms. I think that really, because there's steering shaft, Pitman arm, but I don't know. But anyway, that little bushing that's in there, that can be worn. That thing's tight as a tick. Everything in the Pitman arm is super tight. Like I say, that's updated. Every test it's passing. So the only thing that's part of that bulletin is to check the alignment. Well, we've been selling Rykers for 5 years now and haven't come across the first Ryker that needed alignment. Not one. We even had one that shockingly had something, I forget what it was. They hit a rock or something and damaged one of the A-arms and replaced the A-arms, and the thing was still dead on it. Didn't mess the steering up at all. It was just a part replacement, which that seems odd. I didn't do it, so I don't know. But yeah, we haven't had to align one. And I've ridden enough Spyders. I know when the alignment's off. It's very distinct. They feel nervous. And although people new to them coming off of bikes, and they've been riding motorcycles for 40, 50 years and jump on a Spyder, they go, well, alignment's off. well, they're a different ride than what you're expecting. I've gone through all that 100 times on videos, but yeah, there's a nervousness that's unmistakable. Not, you haven't, figured out how to ignore, counter steering a motorcycle that you've been riding all these years. And, anyway, this one just goes down the road like a dream. It's absolutely a pleasure to ride. And oddly enough, I forget how far I went that one time, but I went for a good ride and bumpy roads and yanking through corners, and we can't get it to do it. The previous tech that worked on it, he replaced the yaw rate sensor. I don't know. I didn't see the RO. I don't know what information. Maybe he got a bad test out of it or something. I don't know. He took it for a decent ride, and, none of us can find a fault with it. I guess you just got to spend the time with it that the customer can afford to do, but we can't get it to throw a fault. And one of the faults is this, there's a code, there's a special code in one of the fault codes. And basically what it's saying is either the shaft is worn or that bushing in between, that connects to the steering angle sensor is worn, which is causing some flutter in there. Well, that ID shows up every single time. And there's nothing fluttering. There's nothing loose. I don't know. It's just a mystery. So we'll see what BRP says. It's crazy that we can't get it to do it. And I don't know. And obviously there's no abuse. There's no shaved tires. There's no beating and bashing where he's been going over boulders on a dirt road somewhere. I mean, this thing's a mint. It's got a little, rain. Actually, that looks like it got rained on. Doesn't even look like it was ridden in the rain. It just looks like it got rained on. But so obviously the customer's not abusing it in any way. And I've met the guy. He's super cool. Doesn't strike me as someone that's gonna. Well, if you're out beating it up, I can tell. Because I've been doing motorcycles and stuff long enough. People go, well, I ride it just as like an old woman. I'm so careful with it. And I'm going, let me show you a couple things here. That's not easy riding. But I don't know. So here we are. It's become my friend. So now I've got this police fight. I'll see what they say. I'll get with the service writer so they can contact him and let him know. Have you guys seen this ADV? I assume this thing's new because I haven't seen one. The ADV 160 from Honda. Tim rode this thing and he said that thing's a riot. It's actually got some punch. That thing is cool. Look at the remote reservoir show of shocks on the back of that thing. And it's got decent looking, leading axle front forks. I mean, it's real forks. It's not like scooter, forks. Speaking of forks. So this is a long time. You guys have seen the little alligator or whatever it is on there. So we noticed on a service that he's got a weeping fork seal. So we didn't have them in stock. So he said, "Oh, come back in when the parts come in and do it." And he gets busy and stuff. And well, it was just a light weep. Look at that sucker now. She's no longer a light weep. She's a gusher. So that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm sure he's chomping a bit, get his bike back. In fact, that's on my schedule for, I think, today and tomorrow. It won't take me that long, but they knew I was gonna be tied up on other things. So I'm gonna swap the Ryker for, is this the one that had I think this might be the one that had the wiring harness I did a few years back. It's one of the old original 1200s. I'm pretty sure it is. I know his name. I'm not going to say it, obviously. But, super cool guy. So I'm getting fork seals on this thing, getting some fresh forking fluid. It's probably due for, though the fork fluid, it doesn't really matter. It's a hollow tube and a hollow lower thing. It's just a guide. Because everything else is controlled by the shock that's in there. That's just a guide, so everything goes up and down smoothly and you can steer the thing. So I got all the parts and oil for that, so I guess I'll be busting that out. The fuel pump showed up today for that K1600. That's cool that his wife was here, and he's in here actually talking about the G310R. It looks like starter motors might be out on it. He's going to get it to us here in the next day or two. And he goes, that's my bike. They come to find out the stripes on it, because we weren't a dealer here in 2015, so I never seen any of these, you know, other than them coming in. But anyway, he put the stripes on, so you knew it was his right away. Well, how do you know that things? I mean, I can do that, but not many other people can, you know, spot their bike immediately, you know. But anyway, talked to her. She's totally cool, and she the BRP bars aren't available yet, and she's going to drop off some bars she got from somebody, and says wants my approval so that when put this on and put those bars on, bars, it won't be a problem. But aftermarket bars generally don't have that safety lock that's in there that only allows them to move a certain amount. So anyway, she's going to drop those off here. I don't know what the status. I think this, as far as I know, this thing was available. Actually, you know, I don't know that because I wasn't a part of ordering that. So anyway, she's cool with everything. Super nice lady. Man, I've known her so long. What a cool gal. I wonder how many spiders she's gone through. I think it's been a few. Oddly enough, this is her trade-in for this. We're waiting on the rear trunk lid shock. I've got it right here. Got the shock. And when you the seat shock is gone too. So when you put the new seat shock in there's a new bracket that I think the 23s came with, but it has to, they're in my pocket. So it needs an extra screw. So you need a screw that goes into the stock mount, and then a screw that goes into the bracket that goes in there. It's the craziest. I'll show you right quick. Give you a quick look-see here. We got a diagnosing specimen right here. Hold on, it's gonna take two hands. I'll show you. And I don't know how this makes the things never fail again, but they never fail again. Oh, of course, it's down there. Oh, no, it is. Oh, it's built into the seat now for 2024. Never mind. So in 23, it had a bracket on it. And when you order the shock, it adds that bracket. Actually, I've got one sitting here that needs to go on another one because I was missing that screw. So this will bolt into the seat like the stock one does. So it bolts into this hole, and now you're going to mount the shock on this extension down in here. So you have one of the screws. One of these is for another bike. Actually, it goes with this one because I couldn't put it on because I didn't have a screw. So the new shock will have that bracket, but they don't give you an extra bolt. So you don't have the bolt to do it. So you need to. I mean, they're giving you this. That's great, but you might want to toss one of them screws in there too because you can't do it without it. And it's a weird 4mm thing that we don't have on hand. Anyway, UPS guy, cool dude. Anyway, how's that for? Whoa, lots of BRP talk today. Can-Am Rykers and Spyders, and a little bit of BMW. Speaking of BMW, I got to get on that thing. I was up top talking to Tech about something. Service writer calls me, says, "Where you at?" I said, "I'm up here talking to so-and-so." He goes, "I got a traveler that's heading back to Canada, and sounds like his drive shaft is coming apart." So I fired it up and dropped her into gear, and yeah, there's some very unusual, scary noises going on that thing. Hopefully just the drive shaft came apart and all it needs is a drive shaft. Luckily, BMW's a world motorcycle, so I can do warranty on a bike from another country. We've done them from, South America, all over the place. We've done warranty claims on them. So, because all the bikes are, other than some DOT things, different light reflectors in certain places, silly things that doesn't make a difference. They're all the same motorcycle. And the emissions are set to the strictest country, so if it fits there, it fits everywhere. What's amazing is these things are, all the emissions, the evap, and all the whole system, you never know it's there. They run like they're not restricted in any way. They don't run lean or anything weird. But yeah, bad news for this gentleman. So yeah, I'll let you know what happens here. Well, hello there, YouTube. First nighttime vlog out here on the porch in a long time.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. It's been months and months. We stopped and got some supplies at Home Depot in Vancouver there, and we're doing finishing up some stuff up in the attic there. And they just got away from us. We had to stop Castle Rock in the grocery store.
That
for some
never
stuff.
ends.
Yeah, that never ends. So yeah, ended up home late.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's after 9 now.
Mm-hmm.
But the Canadian traveler that was heading back to Canada, he ended up renting a U-Haul. He's gonna get a U-Haul pickup truck, and drive that up there. But U-Haul will not allow a pickup truck to cross into Canada. But he was able to get a box van for it.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's a gas guzzling thing to drive all the way up there.
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't know what the rules are and stuff. I have no idea. Things like that just make you wonder in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to make it safely home, and if he's still traveling out, at least he's dry.
Yeah.
But boy, that sure sounded like that drive shaft came apart. It almost sounds like Universal came apart on it, which is not a part of what the whole recall thing was. But I don't know. We've never had one fail, so I don't know. But that's interesting. It had the recall done because even though it's from Canada, we can still read we can see the bulletins. He's been doing everything as he's supposed to. So just a fluke thing, flying bug.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it's a fun day, kind of a tech talky kind of day today. BMWs and BRP products.
Very nice.
And see what kind of response I get from BRP on that Ryker. I'm really curious because I've exhausted. I get it to a point there's nothing wrong, and then it triggers again. So see if they've got some little voodoo magic they can cast my way, throw me a bone as may be. Anyway, on this very rainy, kind of and very dark night, we're gonna roll out on you.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have a wonderful Wednesday or Thursday.
Heck yeah. All right.
We see you in the morning.
We'll see you on a rainy morning. Tomorrow's supposed to be the wet one.
It's starting early.
Yep. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.